Hello and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into a truly fascinating text called the Vigyan Bhairava Tantra. Think of it as an ancient, incredibly profound guide to your own inner world.
But first, let me ask you something. Does your mind ever just go? Like it's constantly running a marathon with no finish line in sight? All that chatter, the planning, the worrying. Gosh, it can be absolutely exhausting. Well, what if I told you that there's a user manual for your mind that's over 2,000 years old? That's exactly what the Vigyan Bhairava Tantra is. And get this, it offers not one or two, but 112 different ways to find that elusive off switch.
Now, to really get how it works, you have to understand its format. It's not some dry list of rules or commandments. No, it's something way more intimate and personal.
The whole thing is actually a conversation between a goddess, Devi, and a god, Bhairava. You can think of Devi as that curious, questioning part of all of us. She asks these huge universal questions about life and reality. And Bhairava, who represents ultimate consciousness, gives the answers. And his answers, well, they form the core of this incredible guide.
So what's the big answer he gives? What's the secret? It's all about a radical shift in perspective. A shift that takes us beyond the nonstop noise of our own thoughts. This one line really gets to the heart of it. The text suggests that real freedom, real joy, it isn't about learning more or thinking harder or getting something new. It's actually found when we just still the mind. Okay, so this slide breaks it down really well. Most of us, most of the time, live in what we can call the ego view. We think, I am my thoughts. We feel separate, limited, like a single small wave in a giant ocean. But the text invites us into the awareness view. This is the realization that you are not the wave, you are the entire ocean. You're not your thoughts, you are the silent, vast awareness that's simply witnessing those thoughts come and go. So the whole goal here is to connect with what the text calls our true nature. And what is that? It's that silent, peaceful, even joyful awareness that's always, always there, just behind the curtain of all that mental noise.
Now, this all sounds really nice, right? But the big question is, how do we actually do it? This is where the text stops being philosophy and becomes an incredibly practical toolkit. It offers a staggering 112 different methods. And the beauty of that is it gets that we're all different. There's not just one path that fits all. Out of 112 techniques, you're pretty much guaranteed to find something that just clicks for you.
And listen, these aren't some complicated out there rituals. The techniques are rooted in things you're experiencing every single moment anyway. Things like your own breath, the sounds happening around you right now, the simple act of seeing, physical feelings in your body, or even easy visualizations. It's all so incredibly accessible. In fact, let's try a super simple one right now, just for a second. This technique is all about the turning point in your breath. So as you breathe in, just notice the exact moment that in-breath stops. Then feel that tiny, still pause right before your out-breath begins. That little gap, that moment of complete stillness, the text says that's a gateway. By putting all of your attention right there, you can touch a moment of pure, deep quiet. Pretty incredible, isn't it? So what happens when you start to practice things like this? Well, it does more than just calm you down. It can completely reframe how you experience your entire life and the world around you. There's this powerful story from the tradition about a young boy named Ashtavakra. Now, he was born with 8 deformities in his body. One day, he walks into the court of a great king, and all the wise, learned scholars there just burst out laughing at his appearance. But Ashtavakra, he just laughed right back at them. And when the king asked him why, he said this: "These people only see skin. They judge me by my body. They do not look within. My body is deformed, but I am not." See, he knew his true self, his awareness, was perfect, whole, and completely untouched by the state of his physical body. This leads to one of the most beautiful ideas in the text, and it's captured by the image of a lotus flower. A lotus grows up through muddy water, but its petals remain perfectly clean and untouched by the mud. The idea is that we can learn to do the same. We can navigate all of life's messiness, the chaos, the drama, without being stained or controlled by it. So let's bring this all home. Let's talk about the final and maybe the most powerful takeaway from this entire ancient text. What this all builds up to is this really profound realization. The text says that our ideas of being trapped or needing to be liberated, they're just concepts. They're just stories that our mind is telling us.
The ultimate truth, it says, is that freedom isn't some destination you have to fight to reach. Freedom is who you already are, right here, right now.
And that really just leaves us with one final powerful question to think about. If you knew, really truly knew in your bones that you were already whole, already complete, and already free, what would you do differently today?